Alright, what's going on guys? I'm Nix and this is my first ever Rocket League video that isn't a speedrun. I'll try to keep this intro short and simple. I suck at Rocket League, so I decided to train for 30 days like a maniac. So I've always been fascinated by the pro scene, ever since I started playing in like late season 3 of Rocket League. For comparison, it was around the time that some random sub named Turbopulsa won RLCS with a team called Northern Gaming. Ever since then, I've always wanted to work towards that, yet I've never really thought about what it truly takes to not only get to that level, but stay at that level. I mean, sure, I thought about how much they must grind, but how do they actually really train and keep up? This doesn't really seem to be talked about a lot. So typically when people ask how to get better, they're given very generic answers such as use free play and force yourself to mess up, or watch pros, or workshop maps, or give it time. The list goes on and on of generic replies, so much that I can't even list them all. Well, it's time we change that. So, I'm going to spend 1 full month training like a pro. Well, maybe even harder than a pro. You see, I'm going to be taking it outside of Rocket League. So let's go ahead and look at my schedule. Okay, so I work a full job, so it's going to be a bit difficult to try to work around it. Should be fun though. So to start off, I'm going to wake up at 8 AM. I'm immediately going to go take a cold shower. They have numerous benefits that I'll throw up on screen right now to save both of us time in this video. From 8:30 to 9, I'm going to do mindfulness training to try and get the right competitive mindset for optimal improvement. I've been following this course for a while now. This isn't sponsored, but I highly recommend checking this program out. It's called mindgames.gg by Mindgames Weldon on YouTube. He's a professional coach for the current CLG League of Legends team. He's also worked with other teams such as TSM and I believe 100 Thieves. He's been in the scene for a while and also has a lot of free content on his channel. Feel free to use your own mindfulness training program if you have one, but if not, I recommend this one. Moving on, I'll do 50 minutes to an hour of pure free play, trying to work on speed and recoveries, and then from 10 to around 4, I have my real life job to do. The end time varies, but that's typically around the average. From 4 to 6, I'll have free time. I'll likely use this as time for tennis, gym, or running, as exercise is another thing you can use to improve outside of Rocket League. Once I get back home, I'll warm up with 10 to 15 minutes of free play. Then I'll use an aerial drill such as Kevperts Elite Aerial Car Control to train my aerial ability. I'll also be using one of his newest packs, which is a shot placement training pack using Bacchus mod. And links to both of those will be in the description. Now it's time to torture myself. 5 1s matches. Ranked or unranked doesn't matter. The point of it is just to get the reps in, basically. Next, I'll play 2 2v2 matches, then use those to do some replay review. After that, I'll play some more ranked, and then if available, I'll burn out the rest of the night with scrims. Oh, and on top of all that, I'm going to be on a full diet. No junk food, no soda, only healthy, whole food. So, remember when I said it was going to be short and simple? Yeah, well, promise guys, this is going to be the longest intro ever on the channel. So, let's finally get into it. Alright guys, so I just woke up. It's December 3rd, day 1. It's about 8:05 AM and I'm about to take my first cold shower of the challenge. I'm hoping it will be pretty easy. I've done them before, but not really in the morning because it really sends your body into shock. Outside it's like 38 degrees Fahrenheit, so the water is a bit below that. Should be a piece of cake though. Oh my god. This is horrible. Alright guys, so I just got out of the shower, feeling great now, but now it's time for my mindfulness training. Alright guys, so this is day 1 free play. This is what it looked like. So the reason I'm pointing this out is because we're only going to have 3 things to actually measure our progress throughout this series. One is going to be anecdotally analyzing our free play. The second is going to be our MMR. However, that we run into some difficulty because the season is ending in a couple days, and so you can't really compare an in-season MMR to a beginning season MMR because the beginning season MMR hasn't been updated yet. Everybody's still kind of at a lower rank. And 3 is going to be our dribbling challenge times. Alright guys, so starting time at 39:48, not bad. Okay, honestly that was a bit too easy, so we're definitely gonna have to change some things up in the next couple days. Alright guys, so day 3 I decided to work on my boost management in the air, so I loaded up Speedrun boost and went through easy, medium, and hard, all of them right in a row. I'm not even going to show the easy and medium levels or most of the hard just because it's not really worth the time, but here's that one level that everybody seems to struggle with. Alright guys, so day 11, my stuff actually came in the mail. So you know all that muscle memory that we just built? Yeah, I decided it'd be a great idea to throw it all away. So days 11 and 12, I ended up trying to rebuild some muscle memory with my new scuff controller, and I never ended up doing Dribbling challenge, so I'm missing both of those times. Honestly, it felt like me analyzing my own replays wasn't really helping at all, as I wouldn't be making those decisions in the first place if I thought they were wrong. So I needed to get an outside perspective. Who else better to get than a pro player? This time I got Ghost Illusion. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, how's it going, man?
Wait a little bit to hit it, right?
Yeah, you could have waited a bit, or you're like in the middle of the post pretty much. You could have been a bit higher on the wall, I think.
Okay.
And I think you could have 50'd him,
Okay.
basically. Let me go into fly. Oops. Yeah, I think if you came a bit higher here, this guy is clearly trying to just like fake or like 50. So I think if you came at this angle, you'd be like pretty even with him and it would have been a better 50. Okay. It almost worked what you did, but so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
So after the coaching session, I was feeling really motivated, and I found a new way to improve my aerial blackout resistance. So on Bacchus Mod, there's a plugin that you can get that allows you to change the gravity to any angle that you want. This theoretically means I can force the gravity to pull me towards my objective, allowing me to face my car towards the screen and still go towards the end of the map. This car angle was a no blackout angle for me, but I previously had no way to train it consistently. This was a major breakthrough. Day 15, I ended up getting another coach, Lachinio. However, he requested this session to not be public, so I'm going to respect his wish. But after this session...
What I can tell, like, your mechanics look exactly like mine. Like, this is the most of the time, like, whatever you're doing mechanically, like, I feel like I would do the same thing.
My confidence went through the roof. Which, funnily enough, is one of the main things he suggested for me to improve. Just play with more confidence. Day 29, I'm doing my daily speedrun, and something crazy is happening. I'm coming up near the end of the map with 0 deaths. At the time of recording, I was thinking in my head, not only would this be the fastest impossible mode speedrun, but the fastest speedrun in general. Oh my god, I'm on the last one now. Oh my god, don't mess up. Oh my god. And then this happened.
My idea here is to provide a fairly thorough beginner's guide on the different ways you could potentially learn online. This is in no...
Hey guys, so it's future me, 5 months from after this was recorded and last edited. This was the point where I kinda just put off editing this video. I lost complete motivation for it. Turns out, I suck at editing. What you've seen so far has taken at least over 20 hours of editing. No, that's not a joke, I'm actually that bad. So if anything from this point onward seems out of place or different, I'm basically taking this project back on with no memory of what direction I was taking before. So, let's go over the results. What you're seeing right now is day 1 of free play. I'm playing very grounded, and most of my decisions of what I'm going to do next happen very slowly. Looking back at this, I honestly don't even know what I was thinking in the moment. I take lots of time to set up redirects, and even just my hit consistency is low. Day 30 of free play, I'm a lot more focused on giving myself less time to think, forcing myself to commit the fluidity of my mechanics to muscle memory. You can see me trying to fill any moment of free play with practice. This end result has made me faster. Again, the me talking right now is future me, so I'm looking at free play from 5 months ago and can clearly still see flaws, but I do see a massive improvement compared to day 1. So now, let's talk about my MMR. Honestly, all I wanted was to match my MMR of last season, considering we're only going to be 1 month into the new season. However, saying that, a big part of me also wanted to show everyone that all this training was amazing and so worth it. I wanted to achieve big. At the start of this journey, I was right at under 1600 MMR. I would like to clarify I was in a slump, however, and my normal rank was around 1620s. After the 30 days, I was able to bring my MMR up to 1602. In this moment, I was in a huge slump and honestly was under the pressure of getting a high MMR to prove that all this training was worth it. I let the video affect me playing. So I told myself it's not even worth it to upload the video. 3 days later, I got to 1719 MMR. So let's get down to dribbling times. This is actually what I was looking forward to the most, mainly because I knew at the end I could create a graph and actually visualize all of my progress. So the graph basically speaks for itself. I don't really have to say much. Minutes, of course, are on the left and the days are on the bottom. Overall, would I recommend somebody trying this? No. It took a big toll on my daily life, and honestly, there has to be a better, more efficient way to train than this. This was basically a brute force method of cramming hours in. It didn't help that I chose a time period that had 2 holidays in it. For Christmas, for example, I had to wake up 2 hours earlier, get some hours in, go celebrate with my family an hour away, drive back for the afternoon to get more hours in, drive to family another hour away, come back, and put in more hours. I didn't even get finished that day until 2 a.m. and had no free time on Christmas of all days. So although this challenge did help me improve, don't do it if you value your sanity. Oh, and fuck cold showers. I'm going to end this video by going over some cool and not so cool people I met through this challenge. Oh, and comms are in this clip to prove we meant to go for it.
Let's go!
Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and sub if you enjoyed. This took seriously forever to make. I believe around 25 hours of editing and literally hundreds of hours of footage to go through. Took up my whole hard drive because I made the clip stupidly long. Skirt.